How dumb is he? He thinks noodle soup is brain food. The long march was almost over. March 31st, the afternoon before the great laugh-off. I had worked at shortening my routine and making it snappier. I was trying it out one last time in front of Grandma. Mom and Dad walked in earlier than I expected them. I stopped immediately. "Go on," said Dad. I shook my head. "Nah," I said, folding my routine and putting it away. "I don't want to over-rehearse." "But you rehearse with Grandma. Why not with us?" I shrugged. "I like to laugh," said Dad. "Do your routine for me, and we'll see if I find it funny." "Leave him alone," said Grandma. "Bobby's been working hard. He's got a lot on his mind. He not only has to do his own routine, he's also the master of ceremonies. He's got a very full plate. Tomorrow is going to be a wonderful day." "No, it's not," I said quickly. "Don't expect too much. At rehearsal, you couldn't hear half the jokes, and even a lot of the teachers were really bad." "I wish I could have gotten good grades for telling jokes," said Dad. "It would have made school very easy." "This hasn't been easy," I protested. "You've got no idea how hard I've been working. Mr. Matus and a lot of the teachers have been telling me how impressed they are." "They must be very impressionable," said Dad. Grandma stared at Dad. "How could you say that to him?" she demanded. "Grandma," said Mom, "I'm sure Bobby knew his father was just kidding." "Gee, Mom, do you want to say that one more time?" I muttered. "I don't think I've heard that before." Mom looked hurt. My father looked a little guilty. "You knew I was kidding, didn't you, Bobby? You know I'm just trying to be funny." I glared at him. I was sick of his put-downs. "Trying to be funny, Dad, is not the same as being funny," I said in a low voice. "You're not funny. Mom's always telling me that you don't mean what you say. Well, she got the right word at least. You don't mean what you say. But it's mean. That's a pun. A pun from your son who's so dumb that he thinks noodle soup is brain food. That's part of my routine, Dad. My dad thinks I'm so dumb that I think noodle soup is brain food." "You really don't think I'm funny?" Dad asked, ignoring everything else I'd said, as if that were the most shocking thing I could have said to him. "No, Dad, you're not funny," I yelled. "You come into a room and all the air gets sucked out. You can't laugh when you can't breathe." "Bobby," said my mother. I was sick of her, too. I went to my room and slammed the door. I rubbed my face. How could I even try to practice my routine when all I did was yell at my parents? I didn't do anything. I just sat on my bed and hugged my knees. I sat that way for a long time. Finally, there was a double knock at my door. "Go away," I said. "You're supposed to answer, 'Who's there?'" Mom said softly. "Not on your life," I shouted through the door. "Not on your life who?" asked Mom. She opened the door. It doesn't have a lock. I should have barricaded it. "I'm not kidding," I said. "Go away." "What about dinner?" she asked. "I don't want dinner." "You should eat before your laugh-off," said Mom. "Why don't you practice your routine on me?" "I can't practice in front of you. You're going to hate my routine. Most of my best jokes are about Dad, and you always taking a side. How do you like this joke? My dad tells me that I'm so dumb that when I was little, I tried to blow out light bulbs." "Lighten up, Dad. I was just a little kid." Mom watched me with almost no expression on her face. "Do you want more?" I demanded. She shook her head, and she left my room. "Great," I muttered to myself. "I'm so funny I can clear a room." A little while later, there was a knock on my door again. "Go away, Mom," I shouted. "I don't want dinner." "It's Dad." "I don't want you either," I said. Dad opened the door a crack. "Mom said that you had some jokes about me that I should hear." "You know," I said, "this isn't helping my confidence." "She said it was important that I listen to your jokes," said Dad. "Okay, Dad, here's one for my routine. My dad doesn't like to give out compliments. He thinks that if he gives them away, he won't have any left. Come on, Dad, they're free. And think of the money you'd save. You wouldn't have to pay my friends to say nice things about me." "I never said that," protested Dad. "No, you just said that my friends say nice things about me, but you tell me the truth. That's a real confidence booster, Dad." Dad chewed on his lip. I could tell he was angry, but I didn't care. "Do you want another one?" "Yes," he said. "If you think my dad is tough on me, you should hear what he thinks of my brother. My father's just waiting for the day that my brother gets featured on Lifestyles of the Really Stupid. After all, my dad's already put him on America's Least Wanted. My dad told both my brother and me that if we were twice as smart, we'd be half-wits. He tells us we're not complete idiots, that some parts are missing. I looked up at Dad. He wasn't laughing. What's the matter, Dad? Don't you like my jokes? How about this one? My dad's so mean that when he tried to join the human race, they turned him down. Dad got up. The jokes are a little cruel, especially about Jimmy. He went out and slammed my door shut. I threw my notebook at the closed door. I bit my lip to stop myself from crying. Then I thought about watching Dad do the exact same thing. Great. Like father, like son, both biting their lips in rage. I tried to take a few breaths. This was going to be wonderful. I was going to have to go on stage tomorrow, and I would probably bite my lips so hard I'd bleed to death. Then I could shout out my last words. Dying is easy. Comedy's hard. Some great laugh off. I don't know how long I stayed there, but finally there was a knock on my door again. Knock, knock, said Dad. I didn't answer. It's Edwin, he said. Edwin who? I asked despite myself. Edwin some, you lose some, said Dad. He walked in with a tray of Chinese food. I know you're mad at me, but I really think you should eat. I told Mom and Grandma that you're too nervous to eat with us tonight, that you need to settle down and be by yourself. I stared at the tray. He was being kind, and that was harder on me than all the times he was mean. I thought about taking back that joke about the human race. Thanks, I mumbled. I kept my face down. I didn't want Dad to know that I'd been crying. He left the room without saying anything more.